Hi, welcome back to Heresy. Stuart here, and as you notice, I'm back to the plain table. The table's clean. It generally means I've finished a project and I'm going to start a new one. So the project we finished most recently, if you've checked out my last video you might have seen, is the Kratos. So that's where we're at with the army. The Kratos has just been finished. Really beautiful figure this. This is magnetized. These are stuck. This is magnetized. The gun top comes off, so this part here comes off like this. So the guns here switch. So that's the Kratos. We just finished that. This is. Get that in there. My box of tanks. They're all finished. So that's where we're at with things. We are motoring now. Alright, so tanks. So the Predators are finished. Now the other thing I was going to show you is this is what I call my sort of, not spare bits box. I've got loads of those, but these are sort of my spare weapon parts for the various tanks. So we've got the sponson weapons for the Rhinos and the Predators. These are the spare, let me just put this up a little bit. These are the spare guns for the Predators that we just finished. Spare sponson weapons. These are 40k ones. These are Dreadnought weapons that I never finished. I've got the Volkite weapon here for the Kratos. We painted all the side sponson Volkites and various options for Predators, Kratos, etc. There's a few left to do, so it's worth having a little box of this for all your magnetized parts. You don't want to lose those. I've got these little missiles. These are my one-shot missiles, if I ever want those in my army. Ooh. So that's where we're at there. Now this one, I know it's not Heresy. I know. Humour me, guys, humour me. I painted a horse. This is for my friend's D&D campaign, and this is going to be his Paladin's horse. I just fancied a little change. It's my first attempt ever at painting a horse. And it's beautiful, isn't it? It's come out really well. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think we're playing next week. So a bit of D&D, nothing to do with Warhammer, sorry. We've also been building, and the first bit is this behemoth. The first part of my building the Saturnine box set. So we finished building that one. I was going to do a part by part video, but let's be honest, it's pretty straightforward, this one. It looks like the Saturnine are going to be the more difficult ones, so we'll be getting onto those pretty shortly. And I am planning to do a sort of magnetizing the Dreadnought, magnetizing the Saturnine videos, I think. I might do some magnetizing on the weapon on the Praetor as well, looking at it, but we'll have a look when I get there. So we built that, we've been building, so this is how the army's running. We're going to get onto the Saturnine box shortly, and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to cut to a very quick video of the games I've had so far, how they've gone, a couple of shots of the tanks, took a few nice pictures, and I'm going to give you a quick rundown on a few games at my local club and a quick view of other people's armies to give you a little flavour of how things are going week on week. So going forward, we're going to have a few more videos like that. I might even do an Ultramarine tactics video, and you can learn to be as bad a player as me. One of the things I will say for the Ultramarines straight away is that the Kratos with the guy in top, the Decurion for the Ultramarines, is boss mode, by the way, because you can use it to react, and this be your other unit for the special Ultramarine reaction. So it means that your Kratos can just, it's going to do a lot of damage. It's a really handy tank to have, especially for the Ultramarines. They get a little bit more out of it than some of the other legions, which is nice. So yeah, we're going to cut now to the other little clips of the army painted, the club and things like that. And that's it for now. I'll be back with a building video pretty shortly. Have fun, guys. Alright, so I thought I'd try something a little bit different. This might go all wrong, but we're just going to have a little chat about how the games have been going so far in Heresy 3.0 with the Ultramarines. A couple of these lists I have covered in other videos of how I built the lists, so it's going to be a quick chat about things and how things have gone, etc., etc. So we've had 4 games thus far, and as you can see here, I've played the Raven Guard twice against my friend Jonas. Love playing Jonas, great guy, and it's always really competitive between us. So that was my first game with him, giving me a bit of a teaching lesson, really. So he was taking it really easy on me, helping me out with some decisions and telling me what I can and can't do. Literally my first game, and I think he'd had 1 or 2 himself before. So we were playing slowly and just checking out the rules, but that worked out well. It was a win for the Ultramarines, my first game, which was nice. But as I say, it was very relaxed and him helping me out. 25-15, pretty good. The next game against Jonas didn't go quite as well, but again, it was super fun. And this time I probably got his flying dickheads into me, the Ravens talent or whatever they're called, the flying guys with the claws. Oh God. But yeah, it was great fun. I think oh no, I know. He took a command squad of Terminators, and I charged my normal Terminators into them, and yeah, my Terminators got murdered. Uh, so that was great fun. I then played against Matt's Iron Warriors, and I'd learnt the lesson in the previous game against Jonas that 2 troop units is not enough. So I did take 3 10-man troop units this game. I did steal the initiative, but I got onto the 3 objectives with 3 of my troops in the first turn and stayed there for 3 turns. And basically, by the end of turn 3, even with double points for him, looking at that, he couldn't win at all. So we called it the end of turn 3. I did not beat the Iron Warriors once in Heresy 2.0, so it was nice to get a victory against Matt again. Guy I've known a long time, and we call him the Commissar because he's the guy who's drawn us all into Heresy. Thank you very much. So that was the 3rd game, and then the last game last week, which I'll show you some photos of in a second. I've also got some photos of the other boys playing a game this evening, so we'll run through that. This is against the Knights, so it was my 2,000 points of Ultramarines against my friend Jamie's Knight army, which looked fantastic. And yeah, I made a little mistake at the start, put my Land Raider a little bit too close to one of his Knights. I did manage to kill 2 of his big boys, but the 3rd big boy got into my line and just ate my tanks, Kratos and things like that, just smashed them to bits. So that was the 4th game. Again, every game's been super good fun. So I was a little bit not sure about this edition. They've taken some of the flavour out, and they have, but the game seems to be playing really, really well. And I'd say we're only 4 games in. Usually, it only gets better from here. So that has been nice to see. So that's just a little update of how the games have gone. Let's get rid of that, and hopefully there's something under here. Okay, great. So this is my setup for the 2K game that I played against Jamie's Knights. And you can see on the left here, I've got a Troop 10. I used Inducti because I got battered in the Iron Warriors game. Even though I won, all my troops got killed. So I thought, I'll take Inducti. It's a good excuse to give them a try. So I took 3 units of 10 Inducti with 2 plasma in each. So one here, and the other one in this Rhino. I had 10 troops in this Rhino, so that's 40 in total. I had 3 Predators, the Kratos, which I've just finished painting, so it was nice to get that on the board, and a Land Raider with some Cataphractii in, which I've not had a great deal of luck with. So that's how I lined up. We're playing Hammer and Anvil with 3 objectives in the middle, as you can see. And is this going to move? It's not going to bring up the other picture. Hang on. Okay, there we go. So we've got the Knights on the other team. This is my friend Jamie's Knights. They look beautiful, don't they? Fantastic. I love seeing 2 painted armies opposite each other. So he lined up with these 2 big boys. I think this guy was double guns. This guy had a, whatever, gun and another gun. I don't know what the hell.
This guy had a massive flamer template, like the Armageddon flamer, the big, huge one, and then 4 armigers, which I have to say really good in this edition because they've got like AP3 blast weapons. So what happened is I sort of moved forward and got my guys out, and he just killed them all with his armigers. My guys got murdered. He sort of got onto this objective in this one. I did kill these 2 big guys with my heavy guns, but this guy here got into my Land Raider in his turn 1 because I went first. Did I? I don't know if I did go first now I think about it. Yeah, I think I did. I think I was a bit too close. He got into this Land Raider, killed it, and then killed the Kratos, and then killed something else. And yeah, it was that big knight did all the damage. Here's a little view of the table. Let me just turn the volume down on this though, so that we're not, yeah, there you go, 'cause it's a busy club. So this is like the club that we play in each week in town. So you can see the table layout. We're just gonna have a quick run through there. And yeah, so there's the knights. I've got my friends on this table are playing Scouts with his Thousand Suns against, I think that's Matt with his Iron Warriors, if I remember rightly. So you can see we've got actually 3 Heresy games going on here, which is nice to see. And then we'll come back. All right, so that's the table setup. Gives you an idea how the armies look. I did take a few sort of, I don't know, I just wanted to get my tanks out and have a little play with them, really, see how far we've come with the army so far. So this is my 3 Predators here. The Scorpius, which I think was one of the first of the new tanks that I've painted. I've got 2 Land Raiders, a Spartan, one of the Rhinos, I have got 2 of these, and the newly finished Kratos, which I think looks beautiful. It's a nice centerpiece. So here's a few sort of pictures. Let me get the arrow out of the way for you. It's just a run through. Let's have a quick look at them. See, I've got the Forge World doors and on all across it. I like this script. These are the Mighty Brush transfers. They look good with the mix. The only transfer that went wrong on the Kratos was this one here. As you can see, it's not come out great. I'm tempted to paint over that in the grey and give it a revarnish at some point, but we'll get there. We'll get there. The Predators, which again I think came out looking beautiful. I'm really happy with how the army is shaping up, let's say. The other Predator here again, the Forge World doors. Top-down shot, side on. There you go. All right, so that's the last shot of those. The next few pictures are actually from this evening. I wasn't playing myself, but I popped down to the club to see the other guys. There's 3 games going on. I just want to give you an idea of, how the armies in my, local group look and how we're all shaping up. So we've got what we've got here. This is the guy whose knights I played, Jamie. This is his Raven Guard, and he's got a knight there with it. He's playing the Thousand Suns there from Gaz on the left. Now, big changes to the Thousand Suns from 2nd to 3rd edition, so Gaz is going to have some work to do. I think he's borrowed a few Dark Angel tanks just to fill in the spots for the game this evening, but I'm sure he'll have those up to date very soon. This is my friend Rowan's Imperial Fists and World Eaters. So he was playing World Eaters originally, and he's now going with the Imperial Fists towards the end of 2nd edition, start of 3rd. You can see these tanks are a little bright. He's just got these. I think the guns are magnetized, but this is how they're going to look when finished. So really beautiful army shaping up there. These Imperial Fists are going to look amazing when he's finished. I think this guy, is it Rich? Oh, I hope I've got your name right, mate. I've only met this fella a couple of times, but he's was playing Alpha Legion. So a new addition to the group, hopefully. It's nice to see. Love that, love that. And another shot at fists. All right, so this is my friend Matt's Iron Warriors on this side, and Jonas's Raven Guard on this side. And you can see that we've got some nice tables. The club actually has some really good sort of mats and scenery available, as you can see from the pictures. There's plenty available for us to get set up. So that's just a quick overview of how the army's shaping up, the games that we've been playing, and the opposition, and how my army's shaping up. So hope that's of some interest.